Hello world, I'm Alex Zapp, founder of ZAPTEST Test Automation Solution. Welcome to my vlog. In this blog, we talk about modern trends of software test automation based on our numerous conversations with software executives. Today, let's talk about test automation strategy. Reality. When starting test automation, organizations spend a lot of man-hours and effort and still not achieving desired testing goals. Problem with that test automation is becoming very expensive, and management, by not seeing ROI, sometimes it drops it and rolls back to manual testing. A reason, when starting test automation, organizations are not sure what to automate first, and pretty often they start test automation from manual testing perspective, where they're trying to automate every action and validate every UI element on the screen. So by doing that, they spend a lot of man-hours and for something that's not very efficient and of course not very useful after all. Solution is prioritization. When defining test automation strategy, first you should start with the mission-critical business processes. You will prioritize them. You may talk to business analysts to define what will be the most useful and mission-critical for your application users, and start there. Once you define the mission-critical business processes, you look at the frequency of use of those business processes and start automating most frequently used one. For example, if we'll look at the travel portal, so the one of the most frequently used and mission-critical business process will be book itinerary, right? So this is where we will start test automation first. So another reason for low efficiency test automation is the fact that organizations start automating the full procedure, similar like they would test manually from beginning to the end. Now, one of the most important fundamentals of test automation overall, it's reusability. And one of the factors for reusability, it's a modularity. So when you start designing test automation framework, when you look at the mission-critical business process that you're going to automate first, mentally divide it by reusable test modules that can be called sequentially to test this business process. For example, if we'll take the same travel portal, one of the reusable test modules that we would automate first would be book flight, book hotel, and book rent-a-car, right? Once we automate those business processes, we can call it sequentially in the book itinerary procedural test case. Now, ZAPTEST fully supports modularity. With ZAPTEST, you can automate separately all these reusable test modules and call it together sequentially in the procedural test script. And also along the side, it can auto-generate test documentation and execute same script in parallel. Now, in the summary, when you define the test strategy, you need to look at the two main things. It's a business criticality, most mission-critical business process, that's where you start to automate, and the modularity of your test architecture. So any business process you define by reusable test modules that you automate first and then construct the procedural test case. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please follow my vlog and use ZAPTEST free edition to experience your test automation today.